Guys. So it's been, well, on YouTube, it looks like it's been 2 days because it took me a whole day to get the other video uploaded to YouTube because I was having technical difficulties, which is like the story of my life when it comes to electronics. As you can see behind me, I am very artistic, not very electronic-y. That's my husband's department. Anyway, so it's actually been 3 days. And I want to report that in 3 days I've had nothing but this beautiful water right here. Well, not just this beautiful water, but several cups of this beautiful water. Feeling a little froggy this morning, so you'll have to bear with me. So I did 1 day of that, eating still what I would normally eat, but just drinking just water. And then yesterday morning when I got up, actually the night before, I had decided the next day I was just going to start eating a lot of fruit. So I had my husband pick some fruit up on his way home from work, and he did. And so then yesterday when I got up, I kind of decided, made a goal for myself that I would only eat fruit throughout the day and still have dinner as usual with my family. And I did that. I did have some popcorn at about 3:30 because I was cooking dinner for my family and I was really hungry at the time because it had been a while since lunch. I mean, it was about time for a snack. But I don't know. I saw the brewer's yeast in the freezer when I was getting stuff out to cook, and I just started craving popcorn. Mainly because, I say brewer's yeast because I'm getting way off topic. But I have one of those air poppers, so I don't do the microwave popcorn. I actually just do popcorn in the air popper, and I take brewer's yeast and I sprinkle it over my popcorn. It's so good. I want some right now. I'm pretty sure it's good for you. I don't really know, but that was my thing that I ate outside of my fruit for dinner. So what I really want to talk about today is I'm sure there's a lot of questions from the last video about a lot of the pain and abuse and stuff like that I've been through and what's kind of making me feel like I need to change. And I do plan on doing that in the future. Right now, what I wanted to share was that one of the things that I've noticed when I was trying to, what's the word? Trying to find other stories on YouTube and things like that to kind of get some inspiration and some ideas of how I can make these changes in my life, I noticed that everyone, for the most part, and I'm sure there's someone else, I just haven't stumbled upon them yet, but most people were young, early 20s, single, no children. There have been a few young couples that I've seen that do have small children, but when you've got a small baby, you raise them with your lifestyle that you have at that time, and that's the lifestyle they are raised in and they become accustomed to. Excuse me. And a lot of them are in a place in their lives that they can become strictly minimalism and quit their jobs and, do that kind of thing. And I don't want to say that it's easy at all. It's not easy. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there are certain jobs, mainly being in the military, that you cannot just say, I quit. My husband cannot do that. He cannot just say, I don't want to come to work today or ever. You can actually go to prison for that. So that's one factor in our lives that's pretty different from most people's that try to adopt a different lifestyle. The other factor is my two children that live at home that are seniors in high school. I raised them in the lifestyle that we're in right now from the very beginning, and they've been accustomed to eating meat and eating whatever mom cooked. And I love cooking, and I love cooking for my family. It makes me feel good to cook for them, and they're like, "Oh man, mom, this is really good." So that's another kind of issue with all of this. Um, I share my home with three other people that may not want to make these changes. And so I make the changes myself, and that's fine because they're changes that I want. I don't want my family to have to change because I want to change, if that makes sense. But I need to find my niche in all this. I need to find my place where I don't feel alone in this or isolated in my home and in my family or make my family feel like they have to conform to me. So that's kind of a big reason why I'm doing this channel and these videos because I think there are a lot of, I use the term older very lightly, ladies, because I do not like to refer to myself as old, but I am older than 20-ish. So using that term very lightly, older women, lightly used again, that want to make changes in their lives and have family and share their space in their life with other people who don't necessarily want to do that. So I have no idea how to do it. I know it's kind of disappointing. I'm sitting here telling you all this stuff, and you're thinking, whoa, she's fixing to tell us how. No, I'm not, because I don't know. But I wanted to share with you my journey in trying to figure it out, which leads me to what has happened over the past 2 days. So I decided that during the day when I am at home in my art studio doing my thing and my family is not here, or just during the day in general, I am going to be on a all fruit raw diet and 24/7 only water. Um, and that at nighttime, when I cook for my family, when it's that one meal um, that we all come together for, it's that one time out of a huge busy life that we all lead. Well, scratch that they all lead. I've already let you know that I hardly leave my house. So yes, inside these walls, my life's pretty busy, but honestly, they lead a much busier life than me. But in our everyday struggles, dinner time, that's the one time that I have all my family together in the same room and they're enjoying something that I have created with my own hands. And I'm getting choked up. I don't know why. I don't want to cry. Sorry. I got a little choked up because I'm talking about my lovely family all being together and me doing something from my heart from them. So that is not something that I'm ready to give up, nor do I know how to, at this point, still do that and have that with a diet that is all fruit and all raw. I know that I can find different ways and different recipes, and I'm learning that. And you're going to be here with me while I learn that. But for right now, at this stage, that is what I have decided. So, what has that been like for 3 days? That was very okay. So, the water was hard at first. I don't like water. Um, I was drinking water with those little like Crystal Light packet things in them. And I never used a whole packet. I mean, I just used just enough just to flavor it. But I looked at the ingredients on the back of those things and I was like, whoa, may not have calories, but it's got a whole bunch of stuff I can't pronounce that I don't want in my body anymore. And I need to learn to love water. So the first day I was like, God, I have to drink another one of these. Now, 3 days in, honest to God, it really doesn't take your body that long to adjust because I don't want anything else. I'm not saying that I won't later on in life. I'm not saying if I see somebody drinking a soda, we're talking about it, I gotta watch this, that I'm not going to want it because I probably will. But I just have to remind myself why I'm doing this. And that you guys are holding me accountable and I don't want to make a video and come on here and say, oh, I haven't had anything to drink when secretly I've had a soda. Would y'all ever know? No, you wouldn't. And I could probably lie and get away with it. But it's going to be turmoil in, I'm pointing to my heart down here. It's going to be turmoil in my heart. And I don't want to lie to you because then I'm not being true to you or myself. But anyway, so the water thing is going just fine. I'm not having an issue with it at all now. The fruit, the first day, first couple of meals was kind of easy because I was like, ooh, look what I'm doing. Yes, I'm doing it and I feel full and I'm doing it. Today, when I woke up this morning to make my fruit for breakfast, I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. Look what I'm doing. I'm eating me some fruit. Not real happy, but I'm eating it. There's cheesecake in the freezer. Ooh, all I got to do is thaw it out and suck it down. Everybody leaves the house and nobody will even know. But it didn't. I ate my fruit. I think my fruit is going to be the same thing with the water. After a little bit, I'm going to get used to it. And I do enjoy the fruit. I really do. Like I said in the last video, I have a huge sweet tooth. And normally when I crave something sweet, for some reason, it's always in the morning. So that's why this morning was a little difficult for me. Outside of that, I have a lot of health issues, I told you, and digestion is something that I have a lot of problem with. In the past 2 days, throughout the daytime hours, I have not even been aware that I have a stomach. However, both nights after dinner, I was very aware that I had a stomach and intestines and all that funk. And I was like, man, that tasted good while it was right here. But now that it's down here, it's not so good. And I just don't think I like this. So that's my experience so far. I am going to keep on with this. What I did want to say is that you do not have to be all gung-ho and just jump in all fours when you decide to make changes. You need to make a plan that suits you and your family, the people closest to you that you have to share that space with. Because you don't want to feel alienated yourself and you don't want to alienate them either. So find what works for you and what works for your body. So I got to keep this at 15 minutes, and it's like at 14 minutes and 17 seconds right now. So I need to go, but I don't know what I'm going to talk about again in a couple of days, but I'm going to re-update on my food and how things are going, and we'll see how things are going, and hopefully over time, y'all will see me lose some weight, and that this will be gone, and I'll be back to my perfect self. And healthier and happier. And we're going to talk about our journey emotionally too. And we are going to get into some of the really sad things and all that. So anyway, until next time, hugs and loves, my friends, and bye. Mwah.